What's up, innovators? Today I'm going to talk about how to take your real estate business from 6 to 7 figures. Let's get it. So the first thing I want to say to all the wholesalers, real estate investors, and agents out there, social media marketing would not get you to 7 figures. If you're teaching courses and seminars, that's a totally different business. But if you're buying and selling properties or doing real estate sales and wholesaling, social media is not the way. Sorry, but shaking your on TikTok ain't gonna get you there. So how do you actually put in the grind, the hustle, the work to build a 7-figure real estate business? I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it and how anyone can do it. But first, please hit the like button so I can continue to bring you great content like this. Now let's get into it. The first thing I wanna say is that the steps to building a 7-figure business are super easy, but you gotta be willing to put in the hard work. In this video, I'm gonna give you a total of 5 steps for you to follow to build a 7-figure business, and it's really just gonna come down to who's willing to put in the work to make it happen. About 2 years ago, I was doing a Clubhouse chat with a group of friends, and a young real estate agent / investor jumped on and asked me point blank, I hear all you guys talking about hustle and grind and hard work, but what the hell are you talking about? What am I supposed to hustle and grind on? And here are the 5 things that I told her that transformed her business. Number 1 is that you've got to find a way to build a steady pipeline of customers or prospects for your business. As a real estate investor looking to buy properties, you can use a software tool like PropStream to download a list of ideal prospects and properties that fit your buying criteria, skip trace those owners, meaning getting their emails, phone numbers, and appropriate names and addresses, and then call them, text them, send them letters, email them, and figure out a way to connect with them to see if they're willing to sell their property or entertain an off-market offer on it. From there, you have to rinse and repeat this process until you find a seller who says yes. We found that for every 1,000 leads we call or text or reach out to, we find 2 to 5 who are willing to sell their properties. If you're a real estate agent, you can do exactly the same thing, except before you call the sellers, you need to build a cash buyer / institutional investor list. If you don't know how to do that, click on the link in the description with a video I recorded weeks ago on how to do it. Now, once you find a willing seller, you just have to call your buyer list, see what they want to pay for the property, write up the offer, and include your commission in the offer. This means you don't have to list the property, you don't have to show it to a ton of buyers, and you can get straight to the bag, straight to the money without having to do all of the work typically associated with the listing. And wholesalers, you can leverage this process too. The only difference is you have to make an offer on the property, get it accepted, and then bring it to your investors to get your wholesale fee. Now, this is a ton of work, but my team and I use VAs to take the pain out of the process. VAs are virtual assistants who can do a lot of this heavy lifting and a lot of this work for you. We basically have them call the 1,000 lead list to get down to the 2 or 5 that we know are gonna be ready to sell. If you need help with this process, I'm actually launching a VA service that will do all of this for you for just $400. We're currently testing it with a group of select agents and investors. Click on the link in the description to learn more. Step 2 in the process is that you've got to build the right team. There's an old African proverb that reads, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. In order to build a 7-figure pipeline, you'll need the following team members. The first person that you need is a data clerk. Their role is to pull your lists, stack your lists, skip trace your lists, and then format them so that they can be called and text messaged by the rest of your team. The second team member you'll need is an acquisition specialist. Typically, this is a VA or real estate agent or team member who has the time to make about 1,000 phone calls per week to scrub those lists down and get you those deals that you're looking to do. They've got to have some real estate experience because they'll need to understand the lingo and the nuance of talking to sellers. And there are a lot of VAs with real estate experience, including the VAs that we use and will be using for our service. The third person on your team you'll need is a negotiator. This typically would be you or a high-level team member that knows how to negotiate deals, make offers. You'll go out to see the property and really put the deals together so that you can get them under contract to either purchase them for yourself, or if you're wholesale them or real estate agent, sell them to one of your clients. And then lastly, for the wholesalers and real estate agents, you'll need a dispo rep or dispositions rep. This is someone who can get rid of those properties. Once you get them under contract as a wholesaler, that person will be responsible for calling all the cash buyers on your list. Same goes for your real estate agents. You can either do this yourself or hire another agent on your team to work with the buy side of the transaction so that you can continue to work on the business. Step 3 to building a 7-figure business is getting the right systems and tools. Imagine that the fastest man on earth, Usain Bolt, tried to run the Olympics in basketball sneakers. He'd probably do okay, but he more than likely wouldn't come in first. Now, if he's competing against amateurs, he'll be fine. The same goes for building a 7-figure business. When you're in the 6-figure range, it's a lot less competitive. Once you get to that next level, you need to be built for speed. You need to be built for growth. And these are the tools you're going to need to do it. The number 1 tool I use for prospecting is PropStream. PropStream allows me to list stack and build lists of both cash buyers and institutional investors and sellers based on pain points like pre-probate, pre-foreclosures, high equity, and whatever list you want to build. And it also allows you to pull up to 10,000 records per month for under $100 a month. Some of the cheapest data on the internet, and it's very intuitive with a map view. I highly recommend using PropStream versus other software like ListSource or PropWire. To sign up for PropStream, there's a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so I'll make a couple of bucks, but you'll also save a couple of dollars as well with a 7-day free trial. After you pull your list in PropStream, the second tool you'll need is a skip tracing tool to get the numbers, names, and emails for the list that you pull. We have an internal system we use for 9 cents a lead, so if you want to use that system, message me in the description below and I'll be able to connect you with my team to get that list skip trace. Otherwise, you can use a service like Batch Skip Tracing, which charges about 15 cents per lead. The next tool you'll need is a soft dialer or phone system. We use CallRail. It's an internet-based phone system that allows us to make calls, receive calls, keep track of all our VAs by the phone number so that you know if they're making the calls that they've agreed upon or doing their job appropriately. And then it'll also allow you to record all the calls so that you can listen to the calls and give your team feedback for coaching and development. It's a great tool. We've been using it for years and I highly recommend it. The plan started at about $45 a month. The other thing about CallRail is that you can also send text messages through there, but for our text message campaigns, we use simple texting. Lastly, you'll need a CRM. That's a customer relationship management tool. We've used HubSpot, Podio, even Google Drive Sheets in the past, and we currently just switched to REI Reply. We switched to them primarily because it replaces CallRail, so you can call right from that system. It also replaces simple texting and can manage your text message campaigns, and it has a built-in CRM, all for $49 a month. Check the link in the description as well for REI Reply if you're looking to learn more about that. Step 4 to building a 7-figure real estate business is follow up, follow up, follow up. We found that on the first round of calls, we usually find 1 to 2 sellers ready to sell today, but on the follow up, we'll find 5 or more sellers who are willing to sell in the next 6 to 12 months. So I highly encourage you to use your CRM system to automate your follow up with clients, whether it's via text or getting reminders to call them. But that's where we've made the bulk of our money. It's on the follow up. We've actually made more money on the follow ups versus the first round of calls. And then the last step, step 5, from going from a 6-figure real estate business to a 7-figure real estate business, is scaling your business up. Once you've built your list and you're starting to do well and see the 7-figure mark, now it's time to add more VAs for each of the roles we discussed in this video. And then also you may have to include your coverage area so that you can cover a broader range of leads to increase your deal flow and to keep your pipeline as full as you need it to be. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking to automate your lead flow, but you don't have the time to do all this work yourself, click on the link in the description below and we'll be happy to get it set up for you. Lastly, I'm also a real estate mentor and coach. So if you're looking for a coach or mentor, you can connect with me down below. And I want to leave you with this thought. Success starts with taking the baby steps to get 1% better every day. If we do that, our success is inevitable. Stay tuned for more.